Hey everybody, movie review next door here and got a haircut. Um, so I'm talking about this. Found out this had 13 Academy Award nominations. I don't know about Golden Globes. I think it might have had something at the Golden Globes. Um, and I was curious about it, but today's film is Emilia Perez. This is a this is a crime drama film directed by Jacques Audiard from 2024, and it stars Carla Sofia Gascon, Zoe Saldana, Selena Gomez, Adriana Paz, and Edgar Ramirez. In this film, Rita, an underrated lawyer working on for a large law firm more interested in getting criminals out of jail than bringing them to justice, is hired by the leader of a criminal organization. So, what did I think of Emilia Perez? Let me just get I was about to like scream into my pillow. Um this is a massive piece of shit. Not for the reasons you'd think though, but this is a horrible fucking film. And again, these are my opinions. If you love this movie, cool. I disagree with you, but that's the thing about opinions. I shouldn't have to say it, but I feel the need to say it because weird. Um, yeah. Pretty on pretty much everything this film tries to tackle, it fails. There's a lot of reasons for it, and there's a lot of and there's still things that I can say were okay, but there's not a lot. But let me get to the cast. Zoe Saldana, or excuse me, Carla Sofia Gascon as Emilia Perez are Manitas. This was the main draw, and this actress is nominated for Best Actress at the Oscars. Um, I think. Um, this performance is not good. This performance is like the opposite of telenovela, like Spanish telenovela acting, where it's so under what it's supposed to be that it's just boring. This actor looks bored every time this actress is on screen. She seems bored. This is the trans actress that is playing the trans character in this film, the titular Emilia Perez, and I don't think she does a very good job, especially now with the music, and I'll get to that. Zoe Saldana plays Rita Mora Castro. I like Zoe Saldana as an actress. I've liked her in Pirates of the Caribbean. I liked her in. I'm having to look because I forgot. Book of Life, I think, is the better Mexican animated movie from America about Mexican culture. I think it's a ton better than Coco. Um, she's good in Vantage Point, even though she's not really a big part of it. But I do think she is a good actress. I think she's trying her hardest here, and her songs, the songs that she has in this, the first couple, she's good, I think, singing wise, and then the others are just more talk singing. Um, but yeah, Selena Gomez plays Yessi Del Monte. Um, this is the wife of Manitas or Amelia. Um, Selena Gomez has never been known for her acting. Even in movies I really enjoy that she's in, like Getaway with Ethan Hawke, which I think is an underrated action film. I wish more people would give it a chance. I think she's okay in it. Um, but in this film, she's not good. I think her performance is very, very bad. And if she's nominated for Best Supporting or something like that at the Oscars, or if she wins something like that, then that would just the Oscars would lose all credibility. Also, her singing in the film isn't that great. Again, I'll get more into that in a bit. Adriana Paz plays Epifania, who is like Emilia Perez's new girlfriend or something. She's barely in it. She doesn't do much, and what she does is she's not that great. And Edgar Ramirez plays Gustavo Brun, who's this guy that fucking that Yessie falls in love with. He's barely in the film. I like Edgar Ramirez as an actor. I think he's done really good work before. It's just he doesn't really show it here. Um, Also another actor that was in Vantage Point. I completely forgot he was in Vantage Point. Why are there two actors? Whatever, random. So this film, I do kind of have to spoil it. So spoilers, spoilers. Also, this poster, this film barely has to do with crime. Um, what this film is about is a cartel leader. Yes, a Mexican drug cartel leader wants to leave the business and also has always wanted to become a woman. So he hires, and I'm saying he for like pre-transition just to make it a bit simpler. Manitas hires Rita, the lawyer, played by Zoe Saldana, for $2 million. He wants her to find a surgeon who will work on him discreetly and all that, get all the stuff he needs to transition. And then the rest of the film takes place 4 years later after the transition, where they meet up again. And after this cartel leader has abandoned his family, um, he wants to live with his family again. So he basically gets his family to come over to this villa that he has, and basically nothing happens in this film up until the very end. Because this film has such a lack of story for being 2 hours and 12 minutes. And again, I know I bitch about time often, but this film takes until like 40 minutes in to get to like what most of the film is about, which is him adjusting to society and like missing his children. So he like pretends to be an aunt of himself as a woman. He, she is Emilia. I'll just use the names. It's very fucking confusing. Emilia pretends to be her pre-transition self's aunt in order to see her kids again. Now, what this film is trying to do. Let me get this out of the way. This film is very unapologetically feminist in the way that the female characters are the good ones and pretty much every guy is a piece of shit. The new boyfriend of Selena Gomez's character, piece of shit pimp. The male workers, the males that Zoe Saldana's character works with, pieces of shit. Um, fucking well, the pre-transition version of Emilia Perez, piece of shit human being who's like murdered and done all this horrible fucking shit. I think the main thing that pisses me off about this film isn't even the fact that it's a bad musical. It's that the story inherently just doesn't work. No amount of good writing is going to get me to feel bad for this character of Emilia Perez, because it wants to be this like character study thing, which I love when it's done well. My favorite film of all time, Leon, is a character study of the main character of Leon, who is, again, not confirmed autistic, but he seems like an autistic character, and his relationship with this girl, where he has this like father-daughter bond with her. But here, what they're trying to do is make you feel bad or have sympathy for this character who not only is a murderer, not only has possibly raped people, not only has possibly killed, hundreds of people in Mexico, but has also abandoned their family for 4 whole years, making them think he was dead. The pre-transition himself made them think he was dead so that he could get surgeries to become a woman. Now, the issue here isn't that it isn't inherently them transitioning. The issue is the context of you wanted to leave the cartel business and you want me to feel bad for you because you're a woman now and you abandon your kids. And later in the film, this character ends up getting into a fight with Selena Gomez's character, talking about they're my kids, which Selena Gomez's character is fucking stupid because she keeps like not realizing that this there's clearly something up with this bitch, because the first time she walks in with the kids, Emilia starts kissing them and talking about how she loves them so much, even though she's never seen these kids in her life. That's what Selena Gomez's character is supposed to think. But again, these characters are just stupid, excuse me. Um oh my god, excuse me. Not only that, but later almost strangles Selena Gomez's character to death because Emilia doesn't approve of like where what Selena's doing with the kids. So I'm supposed to feel bad for this person even though they're murderer, that they own a cartel group. They abandon their kids and the wife in order to transition. And they're in a scene choking their wife, trying to choke their wife out because they don't disagree with them doing what they want, or with Selena doing what she wants with the kids. I know I'm like ranting a bit here, but I'm really stuck on that. You're supposed to feel bad for this cartel leader when the film itself does nothing in the way of making this person this character doesn't feel real. It feels like once this character started uh, started identifying as female, it's a different character. It doesn't feel like the same person at all. And I think that's a big issue with a lot of films that try to do the, like, ooh, what's life like after transitioning type thing, because that can be a very interesting story. That story should be insanely interesting, should have plenty of possibilities within the drama. Like, this should be rich with character, but it's not. It feels so hollow. And again, this character is so fucking unlikable that all of this, like, oh, the character wants to see her kids again. Well, you kind of gave up that right when you abandoned your children to go and sleep with other people. And again, we find out that she's been sleeping around and shit. And I'm supposed to feel bad for this character because they Amelia Perez's character, Amelia Perez, starts like a thing for families to help find their family members who've been killed by cartel members, and she ends up getting a girlfriend by the telling this one woman, "We found your husband. He's in the morgue. He's dead." And then she starts laughing because she has a knife, and you're not supposed to know why she has the knife, but it's kind of obvious she's not going to kill the main character of the movie halfway through. And she starts laughing and says, "Oh, if I found out he was alive, I would have killed him because he raped me and he did all of this." And just every time this film brings up a male character, it's to say something bad about them. Because none of the male characters act like real people, none of the female characters act like real people. And yeah, I think you're just kind of gutting your audience when you have that kind of ideology within the film where it's like, yeah, all the male characters are basically pieces of shit. Pretty much every male character is a cartel member or doesn't have any lines. The only male character I can think of off the top of my head, which can't really be called a character, there's like a doctor in Bangkok who sings a little bit about vaginoplasty and rhinoplasty and all that, which is the worst song in the entire film. Well, the one at the gala, probably the worst. And a doctor that gets kidnapped to the cartel thing to help do the surgeries. So yeah, this film, it seems like the creators of this film may hate men or something. But yeah, I guess enough for now talking about the um Perez character being a piece of shit human being. That well, I just to finish the whole gala thing, they end up, or not the gala. Emilia Perez and the woman who just found out her husband, her rapist piece of shit, uh, wife beating husband is dead, starts a relationship with Emilia Perez, and it doesn't really go much of anywhere. Um, but other than that, the music. I have to bring up the music. This is a musical directed by Jacques Audiard, who does artsy fartsy French movies, which I might watch one of them. One of them has actors that I enjoy. I'm not really into artsy shit, um, though it can be done well. Um, but the musical numbers, I can't remember all the names of them. The ones that I thought were okay were the first couple. Like there's the one with there's the one at the very beginning with uh Rita on her computer like typing something up for the case that she's gonna be presenting. She has something she's gonna say for a case and doesn't well, yeah, she's writing that, and there's people on the street, and there's like decent choreography, decent execution of the whole like she's like thinking to herself, and then everybody in the background's frozen, and then they keep going. Like it's well put together. The first musical number, the second one where she's in the bathroom and it kind of it's her like dancing with the people after the case. That was fine. Other than that, most of the songs in this film are shit. They're either shit or they're decently written but horribly sung. Because most of the actors in this film are not singing without help. I found out through Twitter that the and this is confirmed by the account. There's an AI music service called Meester or something like that, which was used for I think just Carla Sofia Gascon, who's playing Emilia Perez, because she couldn't hit the notes she was supposed to hit with a lot of the songs. And when those parts come up, it is very obvious. And also Selena Gomez has heavy, heavy auto tune on her voice. And I'm not going to say something like Selena Gomez has a fantastic voice. Her music is very bland pop most of the times, but I know she can at least hold a tune unless something happened, like if she has lung cancer or something like that, like Julia Volkova of Tattoo, who had lung cancer during the second and third albums. But um, Zoe Saldana is the only one that seems to be trying with the singing. Zoe Saldana is not bad, but she kind of just dips out of the movie for big periods because Carla Sofia Gascon, once she comes to the film, is kind of the star of it. But the thing that brings a lot of the film down is that performance. Carla Sofia Gascon is not that good in the film. Um, this is not the first film they've been in. They've apparently been in others. Uh, I don't recognize most of them. Uh, I think these are movies pre-transition, but I don't know. But yeah, it's hard to talk about this movie because just this movie barely has a plot. Most the plot is like it's like the beginning with the transition stuff up to 40 minutes in was like I was like, okay, this is not great, but it's kind of interesting. And then the last 10-15 minutes where it becomes like a like rescue the hostage thing because Emilia Perez gets taken hostage by Selena Gomez and her pimp boyfriend. After Emilia, who we're supposed to root for, has sent for men to beat the shit out of him because she doesn't approve of him being with her ex-wife or her estranged wife because, you abandon your kids and your wife. Um, and they try to make Selena Gomez a villain, which I didn't buy for a second. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be actually the guy. And, you know, it is. Um, and the ending is very unsatisfying. Like I was saying, like, I want this character to die. Emilia Perez as a character is a piece of shit human being, and this film tries so hard during the middle of it to win you over and talk about like the trans experience, which it really doesn't. And that doesn't really matter that much to me because I think this film would have worked a lot better if it tried something like Some Like It Hot from 1960, a fantastic film that still holds up. You should watch it. Where again, two mob informants, I think, pretend to be women in order to, wait out for the trial for the mob people, whatever. That film is infinitely better done. And I think it would have been more realistic because you're escaping the mob. You don't exactly have time. So it would make more sense for you to just dress like a woman or use prosthetics. Um, like facial prosthetics. But, yeah. Kind of like Ms. Doubtfire. Kind of like Ms. Doubtfire, another movie about gender bending that is way better done. Um, Juwanna Man's better done than this. Um, the dance choreography in this film is not well done for the most part. It's very not much to say about it. Uh what else can I say? The score is okay at times, but the only thing I can really say is decent about this movie or okay is Zoe Saldana. She's trying. But again, it's a film where you kind of have two leads, and it kind of reminded me of like Cynthia Rothrock movies in America, like where when she was in Hong Kong movies and she starred in them, she actually starred in them. She was the main character, and then you get films like Honor and Glory, like Undefeatable, like um, Martial Law 1 and 2, where she's more the side action star. She's not the main one. And uh It kind of felt like that, where just randomly Zoe Saldana would not be the main character for a whole like 20 or 30 minutes. And she's kind of more the main character the first 40 minutes, and then when Sofia Carla Gascon, whatever, comes in, it's mostly her movie. And again, it takes a big dip because she's not nearly as good of an actress as Zoe Saldana. She just isn't. And Selena Gomez isn't fucking helping anything because her singing sounds like shit in this, and her acting is terrible. There's this bit where where Sophia and Selena are like both calling Zoe Saldana, and it's supposed to be like stylized, but they're just on like a green screen, and there's like colors in the background, and Selena Gomez is horribly butchering the Spanish. And yes, I know I'm not Mexican, I'm not Hispanic. I know enough Spanish to know that she's butchering the fuck out of these pronunciations. Zoe Saldana does a decent job, though. Zoe Saldana and Sofia Carla Gascon do a decent job with the Spanish. It's just that Sofia is very wooden. I don't believe a lot of the emotions. Selena Gomez is like on the phone, like, like it's like she saw a telenovela and thought that's what you're supposed to do with acting in a serious film and not just over dramatic like TV slop. But yeah, I don't know what else I can say about this. The ending of this film is insanely rushed feeling. Uh, Emilia Perez ends up dying in the back of a truck right after finding out that, right after revealing, after getting shot in this like crossfire of this like hostage rescue, um, admitting to the wife that it's the fucking Manitas, uh admitting that the oh, I'm Manitas, but I'm Amelia now. And they end up driving off a cliff and car explodes and it looks like shit because it's CGI. And yeah, the movie this oh my god, this movie. I feel so bad for the people like got into watching this. I was in like a Discord call and like in a server, and like there were people like commenting on it too, and yeah, this was awful. I definitely, this is a 3 out of 10 for me. Like again, Zoe Saldana is decent. She's trying. She's the only one that seems to be trying. And the freaking the a couple of the songs at the beginning are okay, and the writing of the songs, a couple of them were catchy, but not well performed. But yeah, that's about all I had left to say about this. Um, that was my review of Emilia Perez. If you've seen the film, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. If you have any recommendations, put them down there as well. And movie reviewer next door, out.